Yes, what's happening? Let's do some fixture terminations for a transformer incomer. To start with, you're using a flexible hose from the bushing and down to the cable. Then mark it off and follow manufacturer's instructions for the set measurements. As you'll see, fixture terminations have a lot of different set lengths. And then use the hydraulic cutter to cut that cable. And then sand the outer sheath down with 60 grit sandpaper. And then we use a US 15 Pro Max to take that outer sheath off. First do a circumferential cut and then a spiral all the way up the cable and make it easy. Bend the copper wire screens back over the water sealing mastic and then hit them down with my Halterfor's nylon hammer. Measure back up from your screen wire cut. Now I'm cutting this with a reciprocating saw so it's a nice square flush cut. Straighten the cable, measure back for our reference point and then re-measure the bushing mark. As you can see, after I straightened it, it was 10mm out. And then using the Ripley USO2, remove that semicon. Absolutely love this tool. And then just make sure all your measurements are spot on. Then remove that semicon peel and remove the primary insulation with the Alrock LH2. Remove the tool and add a chamfer. And again, this is with an Alrock tool. Shout out to the wheeler bag in the back from Velocity Pro Gear. Once that's dry, we install the paper creche. Tape it up so it doesn't unravel. Then we are going to wrap the copper mesh from the paper creche all the way to the air screen wires with a slight overlap. Again, then we're going to take that up so it doesn't unravel. Measure the insulation so we've got the right reducer and then add the semicon mastic. Give it a good clean and then slide down the heat shrink tube and the Connex housing. Now tape up the conductor, add some grease and slide the reducer down. Slide the thrust ring on, push the tension cone on and give it a hit with the Halterfor's hammer and then add the contact ring. Using the nylon block, give that a hit. Grab the hydraulic tool and place it onto the thrust ring and crimp it on. Give the bushing a good clean and the end of the Connex. Lubricate both sides and then with a big file push that up and into the bushing. This is always super tricky and an absolute nightmare. Add another layer of water sealing mastic, slide the heat shrink tube up and then using a propane gun shrink that down.